All righty, you guys. It looks like we are live. Okay. Live for Trauma Talks. This is our first live. This is our first live, you guys. Okay. So I'm so excited. All right, you guys. All right. We are doing a topic like none other. Okay. This is the topic of all topics. Okay. And guess what this topic is on? It's on money. Why money feels so hard, okay? Trauma, the nervous system, and identity, okay? My name is Krystal Boothe, all right, you guys? So thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. I'm so excited to be with you, okay? All right. So we're going to have a really good time today. We're going to have a really amazing time, okay? All right. So I'm glad that you got a chance to log in and see what we're doing here on Trauma Talks. See how we are trying to really change the face of trauma, you guys. All right, and particularly trauma when it comes to money. Okay, so welcome to Trauma Talks. I'm Krystal Boothe, and if you've ever felt overwhelmed, you guys, if you felt afraid or just exhausted around money, this conversation is going to be for you. So I want you to go ahead in the comments and put live, okay? Because we are we are wanting to make sure you're there, and we just want to just see how you're feeling today. All right. All right. So thank you guys. Thank you for joining me. All right. So yeah, just say live. Okay? All right? Because we're going to explore money stress. That's what we're talking about today. That's what we're getting into, money stress. All right? Have you guys ever had money stress before? If you've ever had money stress before, say money stress in the comments. Okay? Say money stress. All right? It isn't because money stress, you guys, it's not a discipline problem. A lot of people don't know that. But money stress is not a discipline problem. No, it's a nervous system story you have been telling yourself. It's a nervous system story. Imagine that, you guys, okay? All right, we're going to bring in the neuroscience into this, okay? I want to make sure we bring in the neuroscience from the get go, okay? All right, because this is Trauma Talks. And yeah, today's talk, again, like I said, if you didn't chime in with me or you didn't log in at the beginning of this, uh, why money feels so hard. All right. So why does money feel so hard for so many people? It's so difficult. Okay. Why does money feel so hard? Okay. It's a reason for that, you guys. It's a real reason for that. Okay. So money feels so hard for a reason. All right. And we're going to get into it. It's a nervous system story, like I said. All right. So we're going to bring in the neuroscience. We're also going to bring in the scriptures. Okay. And we're going to bring in the self empathy. Of course, we're going to bring in the self empathy, you guys. All right. All right. Together. All right. And then we're going to come together on this so you can finally relate to money with clarity. Okay. You got to be able to relate to money with clarity. All right. Instead of fear. Okay. All right. I was just talking about this to my team. Okay. Now fear around money. Because when you have fear around money, it's gonna go bad. All right. All right. So before we begin, let's take a breath. Let's take a breath. This space is safe, you guys. All right. And just remember, money is holy. Okay. All right. Okay. When you put it in the right places, when you use it in the right way. Okay. When you give to the right things. Okay. It makes money. Yeah. You sanctify money. Okay. All right. You can sanctify money. All right. The money is not a bad thing. A lot of people think that money is a bad thing. All right. It's not a bad thing. Okay. We want to begin to relate to money without the fear. Okay. Before we begin, let's take a breath. This space is safe. God, meet us in the felt experience of our nervous system. Okay? We ask God to show up in our nervous system with us, okay? Today, all right? All right? Not just our thoughts, but also in our nervous system. We definitely want him in our thoughts too. Definitely want God in our thoughts, but we want him in our nervous system. So hope you guys can hear me. Let me know if there's any problem. If you can't hear me, all right? Just gonna say, can you hear me? All right, and just let me know if you can hear me, okay? All right. So thank you guys. All right. So let's continue. All right. So we want God to meet us in our thoughts and in our nervous system. All right. So we're gonna open with a prayer in a grounding statement. Lord, teach us what you want us to see today. Teach us what you want us to see today. Okay. That's been where our eyes have been, or we haven't been seeing what we really need to be seeing, particularly around money and finances, Lord. Relate to our hearts, calm our nervous system, God, and help us receive peace around money. Let's not see money as danger, because a lot of times when you've had money problems in the past, particularly in childhood, early childhood, okay? Particularly in early childhood, when you've had money problems in early childhood, guess what happens to your nervous system? Okay? All right, guess what happens to your nervous system? You begin to see money as danger. Even though I know that's not your intention to see money as danger, but that's how you begin to see money as danger. Imagine that. Okay? So let's get into the big picture with this today, okay? All right, I want to make sure you get the main message I want to share with you today. Most of us treat money as a math problem. Yeah. Like if we just budgeted harder, that's what we think. If I budget harder, if I save more, if I plan better, if everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. But that's not what's happening beneath the surface, you guys. That's not what's happening beneath the surface. Mm-mm. Okay, so let's get into some key points here. All right, trauma programs the nervous system to expect danger. Right. So if you have trauma around money, if there was not a lot of money when you were growing up, okay, turn this here on. If it wasn't a lot of money when you were growing up, okay, and those sort of things, guess what happens? Sometimes your body encodes, yeah, isn't this crazy? It encodes money as danger. Imagine that, okay? Money triggers safety and fear pathways because of that pain. And it might have been pain of loss. It might have been pain of not having enough. It might have been pain of moving all the time. It might have been a lot of different kind of pain. Okay? All right? That's what it might have been. But yeah, you guys. I want to get into this with you today. I want to take you all the way into this. Okay? All the way into this. All right? So, all right, so think about it like that, okay? So money triggers safety or fear pathways because of past pain. Okay? Write that down, you guys. I hope you have pen and paper, because this is going to be a 3-day, a 3-week event. Okay, we're going to do one every week. Okay, but this one is big. Okay, this is the beginning. Once you kind of start to catch on to this, you're gonna start seeing money in a different way. Okay, so judgment, guilt, avoidance, or busyness shows up. Okay, not because you're weak, but because your nervous system is trying to protect you. Okay, so your nervous system will try to protect you. So if you had a lot of problems around money as a child, you might have some of these negative emotions to show up. Like I said, guilt, judgment, avoidance, busyness will show up because not because you're weak, but because your nervous system is trying to protect you from money. Imagine that. And everybody needs money. And now your nervous system sees it as danger and it's trying to protect you from it. So it's like money is running from you. That's something else, isn't it? Okay. All right. That's something else. All right. It's not good. It's not good, you guys. Okay. So let's go and let's do a scripture. For God has not given us a spirit of fear. Okay. That's what you have to meditate on, that word. Okay. God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Okay. That's Second Timothy, 1:7. 2 Timothy 1:7. Okay? All right? Fear equals nervous system response. Discipline equals cognitive strategy, not safety. Okay? Integration requires both brain and body and spirit. So we're going to integrate this. Okay? We're going to integrate this, a new encoded belief system around money, a new encoded understanding around this. So, okay, so let's continue. Let's continue. I don't want us to, yeah, I don't want us to continue to have to think and see money in the same way we've been seeing money. I don't want us to do that anymore. Okay? All right. So let's talk science in real terms, you guys. In real terms, let's talk science. Okay. All right. Amygdala and the alarm system. That's number one. All right. Amygdala, that's where the alarm system is. So if you've had these kind of traumas in the past, an alarm will go off in your brain. Yeah. The amygdala, which is the part of your brain. It's in the back here. Okay. And alarm system will go off. Money triggers can make the amygdala light up like danger is present. Okay, so that's what's happening. So the very thing that everybody needs and that you need too is actually going to trigger that alarm system. Okay, fight, flight, or freeze response. Imagine that. All right, the fight, flight, or freeze response. Not cool, huh? All right, the prefrontal cortex, which is the executive brain. All right, the reasoning center can't calm what the body felt as danger. So even though you don't want to feel danger around money, you just automatically, that's where you're programmed. You got programmed early childhood. So this is what's happening to your brain, okay? And as soon as money is brought up, or someone asks to borrow money, or someone doesn't return money, or anything, or any kind of money issue comes up, guess what? Triggers that your money issues. Triggers that, okay? All right? So reasoning center can't calm what the body felt as danger. So if the body feels this as danger, the prefrontal cortex can't calm you down. All right? So we're going to get into that later about how to recalm your nervous system down. Okay, so you can stabilize yourself around money. Okay? Money can be, you can have a different felt sense around money, if that makes sense. A different felt sense. You can understand that budgeting, you can understand budgeting, but still freeze at the thought of it. Even though you know you need to budget, I know I need to budget. Budgeting is important. All right. You know, they keep telling me I need to budget, but guess what? Because you got money problems, anytime you want the topic comes up, your body freezes. You don't want to talk about money. You don't want to discuss it. Your nervous system you start to beat. Your heart starts to beat really, really fast when you have that discussion. Okay. You don't have a felt sense of calmness around it, right? All right. You're kind of pushing it away in an unconscious way. Does it make sense, you guys? All right. Even though you understand budgeting, you're still freezing around it. Everything, even though you understand money, you're still freezing around it. Okay. So that's the trauma encoding, like I told you. Adverse experiences wire this association. Okay. That's how this association with money is wired. I hope you really get that point today. Okay. That this is wired. Okay. This is wired. This association with money that you have is wired into you, likely from some traumatic experience or long-term experience, trauma experiences around money. Okay? All right? Money equals judgment, abandonment, scarcity. Sometimes we have these encoded in these negative beliefs around money, encoded in us. All right? Judgment, oh, well, he's rich and he thinks he's all that, or some judgments, okay? Abandonment, scarcity, all right? So when someone shames you for your finances, your nervous system stores it as danger, not data. Okay? So, oh, well, you must think you're all that because you got money now. Yeah. Maybe you got bullied, okay, around money. We don't know. But here at Trauma Talks, we love to get to the root of the problem here. Okay? We love to get to the root of the problem. So if you are interested in getting to the root of your money problems, okay, all right, why don't you take your time and go ahead and check out our website, trauma.la. All right, trauma.la. You can go on our website and you can book a clarity call with me. And maybe we can see if this is something that we both want to do. We want to work together on this. Okay? So why don't you go ahead and do that? Okay? All right, so let's get into this. Okay? Embodied awareness. That's what we're going to start to work. So, because awareness is just a key. What I'm talking to you about right now is a key to this whole thing. Okay. Let's check in with the body. Okay. Sit comfortably, you guys. All right. Sit comfortably. Place your hand on your chest. Slow. Inhale through the nose. Okay. And exhale through the mouth. Okay. Notice your breath. Notice where your tensions live in the body. Where, when you think about money, notice where the tensions live. Gently acknowledge that sensation without trying to fix it. You can say something like, I notice you're a little stressed about money. I'm here with you and you're safe. You can say something like that, you guys, okay? Yes, it works. Try it, okay? All right. What did you feel? Did you feel tightness? Sometimes people feel heat. Sometimes people sink in their bellies when they talk about money. That nervous system speaking um, is reminding you of something from the past. Likely, it may or may not be something even going on right now. It might be something that happened to you in the past. Okay? Does that make sense? All right. So let's continue to get into this teaching. All right. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Put live in the comments if you're enjoying this. Okay? All right. Just let me know how it's going. All right. All right. So we just take a breath slowly. We're taking it slowly. All right. Close your eyes and soften your gaze. Place one hand on your chest. All right. Close your eyes and soften your gaze. Place one hand on your chest. All right. Say gently, I notice this fear around money. I hear this pain and I don't need to rush past it. See, just stay with the feeling. Stay. I always say, stay with it. Because as you stay with it, you're going to notice it gets weaker and weaker and weaker. Okay? It's less strength around that issue. Less strength, less strength. Okay? All right? Say gently, I notice this fear. I hear this pain. I don't need to rush past it. No, you don't need to rush past it. That's the problem. It happened to you in the past. I don't like this feeling. I just want to get past it. Okay? You don't want to just get past it. You want to stay with it until it finishes its course. That's why trauma doesn't work its way through your body, because you're constantly rushing it, you guys. You can't rush this thing. You can't rush perfection, right? Perfection, healing. Okay? Healing is perfection, okay? So scripture doesn't ask for protection, you guys. All right? It invites restoration. Regulation is not optional, it's spiritual. You have to be able to regulate, which means you have to be able to stay with those feelings. All right? All right? Stay with those feelings. It's very important to be able to do that. Okay? So let's continue, you guys. All right? Let's continue. All right. Point. Okay, this is another point I want to talk about. Okay. Stillness before God. Okay. The nervous system safety, discernment versus hurry, and God's provision versus scarcity mindset. Okay. All right. That's the point that we need to really make sure. Stillness before God is what you need. Nervous system safety. So when we're able to be still in that feeling, you're able to let God into that space. Whatever happened before around money starts to heal. Isn't that amazing? All right. You always want to go for discernment versus hurry. Okay. When you're dealing with money, a lot of the times money will make you want to hurry up and get it out of your hand right away. Because you want to hurry up and get it out of your hand because it brings up all these feelings. Money brings up a lot of negative feelings for you. So you're constantly rushing. Let me spend it. Let me hurry up and get. Yeah. But no discernment. No discernment. No discernment. You rushing to spend that money. Okay. God's provision versus scarcity mindset, okay? God's provision versus scarcity mindset. That's what we're dealing with here. We're dealing with God's provision versus having scarcity mindset. Knowing that God is, hey, the Abrahamic blessing. All right? That's what we're talking about right now. We're remembering God's provision and we're letting go of the scarcity mindset. Oh, they're not gonna pay me. Oh, they're not gonna need me, or something along those lines. Okay? That's a scarcity mindset. That's a poverty mindset. Okay? And when you see yourself thinking that way, you're gonna notice what you believe in your heart is gonna come to pass. So you have to change that belief, okay? Be still and know that I'm God. That's Psalms 46:10. Being still with God. When you're feeling those money problems or those money anxieties, stop for a minute and just stay present with God and say, God, wow, I know you're my provider. You know, you're ultimately, yeah, I might have a job, but you're the one that brought that job to me. You're my provider. Okay? All right? Stillness isn't passive, you guys. It's active nervous system. Okay? Even though you might think you're being passive by just sitting there, you're not being passive. Okay? All right? It's nervous system settlement. It's saying, God, I'm safe with you even when my finances feel unstable. I'm still safe with you. I'm going to spend more time with you. Because a lot of people, when their finances are a problem, they start running around doing a bunch of stuff. Instead of saying, wait a minute, let me get still with God. Maybe he has something to say about this matter. I mean, he does love me, and I am his concern, right? I am his concern. So let me just sit with it for a minute. Like I said, the word for this is stay. Stay with that feeling as long as you can. All right? All right, you guys have any questions or anything like that around money, this topic that we're doing today? Please leave it in the comments. All right, don't hesitate. All right, to leave it in the comments and let me know what you're thinking, what you're feeling. Okay? All right? Because I'm here with you and I want to help you. I want to help you work through this. I want to sit there through with you and hold your hand through this nervous system change. Okay? All right? So, yes. So, I'm inviting you guys, okay? What sensation came up in your body? Let's stay with it for a minute because if I'm telling you to stay, I got to stay too. So, I'm going to stay with this topic a little longer, okay? Where do you feel money in your body? What beliefs about money feels most true to you right now? What beliefs? Okay? All right. Use some, let's reflect a little bit, you guys. All right? That feels real. Notice the body responses. Let's breathe here together. Okay? So we're doing our empathy exercises all the way through this live. Isn't it great, you guys? We're just doing it, okay? We're doing it together, okay? We're feeling together. We're allowing ourselves to feel together. We're not disassociating from our feelings of pain around money. Maybe we had a lot of pain around money, and there's a lot of pain we carrying, okay? We can just stop and say, I'm here with you, and I'm ready to listen. Take all the time you need to heal, okay? Take all the time you need to heal around money, okay? All right, you guys? Take all the time you need to heal. Stay with that for a minute, all right? Because today is not about fixing your finances. It's about what's restraining your nervous system and reclaiming your identity before God. Because when you reclaim your identity before God, hey, you're going to align with God. And when you align with God, naturally, all those blessings that He has for you, you're going to receive them. Okay? You're going to receive them. Okay? So you don't heal by avoiding what's hard, you guys. The money is a hard thing, but you don't heal by avoiding it. You heal by feeling what is real. Okay, so you can do that exercise that I just gave you. Okay, you don't heal by avoiding it. No, you heal by feeling what's real, and God meets you there. God meets you right there, right where you are. Okay, replay this anytime you want after the live. Okay. All right. You're going to also put up some short clips this week and join us next Monday at 5 p.m., you guys. All right. May God give you peace that registers in your body, not just in your mind. All right. And next week, I want you to keep in mind this. All right. Keep in mind this. What big triggers can come up about money? right? Fear, because we're going to get into it. Remember, we kind of talked a little bit about fear today. We gave the scripture. You know, God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Okay? So, fear, what came up for you? Shame, avoidance, perfectionism. I got to do it perfect. Okay? Yeah. What came up for you? I want you to make a note of that because we're going to go deeper next week into this topic. Okay? Today, I just want you to reconnect with yourself. Today, I want you to really, really feel what's really happening in your body around this money thing. I want you to know that. Okay? So let's breathe together. Inhale safety, exhale the fear. Okay? Where do you feel God's love in your body? All right? All right? Take that in, you guys. All right, so I'm Krystal Boothe, okay? And like I said, if you really want to do a, first of all, if you go, you can visit my sand store. I have quite a few books. One particular book that I really want you to kind of take a look at, if you have the opportunity to do that, it's called Deep Inner Soul Healing with Self-Empathy. Now, this book is really where I first started this whole transformation process with God. And at some point, I will tell you the story behind that. But right now, I'm not going to go into that right now. But bottom line, God gave me this technique to help people with trauma. Okay. And I want to, I want to get in there and start helping you guys with trauma. I want to, and that's why I said, let me do this topic on money, because I know money is something that we all need. It's something that it's kind of a universal thing that ties us all together. The fact that we have this it's exchange and everything with money between one another. And so I just wanted to make sure that help you with something that I feel you might need that help with. And a lot of times, if people can get their money issues together, a lot of the other problems they can have the time to really dig into, because some of our other problems can it seems like money is the biggest one, but in a lot of cases we have a lot of other problems that go, I guess, not really noticed as much. But yeah, I want you guys to get the book if you can. Deep Inner Soul Healing. It's on the Sand Store. We're gonna have the link. I'm gonna put the link in the comments for this live. Once we put the live video up, we'll put the link in the comments for the Sand Store so that you can get one of those books, Deep Inner Soul Healing with Self Empathy. Yes, okay, and you can begin to learn what I'm talking about. Get some deeper understanding of it. And also, I did finish my second book on this. Actually, last year, at the end of the year, I finished my second book. So I'm in the process of getting that out too. So that should be coming up. I'll let you know when I get the link out for you to get, be able to purchase it, or either I might even be able to get you a pre-order link that you can click on and get the pre-order for the book. So, but yeah, this is Deep Inner Soul Healing work, you guys. All right, to heal. Imagine that, healing the trauma for money. It's a big deal, you guys. It's a really big deal. Okay. So, you know, don't, don't pass this opportunity up. Go ahead, take the time, reach out to me on trauma, TRAUMA, trauma.LA. Okay. Book one of those really, really cool clarity calls with me. And, or if you're not ready for that yet, then just go on the Sand Store and get the book. Deep Inner Soul Healing with Self Empathy. It's on Amazon. So once you click the link, it'll take you over to Amazon. You can get the book, and yeah, we can start this journey together. Okay, let's do this together. Okay, and I really appreciate you guys coming on the show with me today. And yeah, this is amazing. Okay, so I'll see you guys in the next video next week. Okay, we're gonna do the next part of this. Okay, so thank you guys for joining me. Okay, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.